Yes, people, we are back. Weird and wonderful. We're here to preview Liverpool versus Chelsea. I forgot which way around it was for a second. Um, Unfortunately, yeah, we're at home for this game. It's going to be a bit of a mad thing.
Never
Um,
thought I'd hear you say that. Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Bro, you're telling me after going 4 years unbeaten at home in the league, we've lost
4 years, Ishmael.
four in a
Wasn't
row.
it three? It was three and a half, right? Let's not round up.
It was 27. It's April 2017. It was like 3 years and 9 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Basically
it
4 years.
was it was 4 years, isn't it? It's 4 years. Um, bro, yeah, I don't even know where to start with this one. Um,
Well, what's happened here, Ishmael? We've literally just
teams.
started, and you've already given. Where's
Let
that?
me just
Oh
no no
my
no.
god.
Let me just no no. Let me just. It's because it's Anfield, isn't it? It's Anfield, but I have got a few positives. Let me
Yeah.
just
Sorry, go on.
let me get my bearings together. Team news wise, I couldn't be happy. Well, I could be happier, but this is like as good as it gets at the moment.
Listen back.
Jota's back.
Van
Jota's
Dijk.
back. Full training. Let me finish. Let me speak on this one. Jota's back. I don't know. He had a bit of a madness the other in for the other game, some stomach bug or whatever, but he's back full training. Obviously Milner's back as well. Fabinho's back. Allison, thankfully, he feels like he's going to be able to play this game as well against Chelsea.
That's good.
So
Does he come out and said, as in like where to get that source? Is that just from?
Klopp said that he gave the list of players that he expects to be back for Chelsea. It was Allison, Fabinho, Jota, someone else I can't remember. But yeah, those are the three in it. If we got Fabinho, Allison, Jota back, I think we can cause Chelsea some problems. What I liked from the Sheffield United game, which I think is something that we can kind of repeat as well, is I talked about the formation change when we were in possession. That's kind of something I'd like to see us carry on with. We were playing like a 3-2-5 when we had the ball. Just something different because I feel like our front three and that 4-3-3 with the false
Three two
line
five or
is
three
like
five two.
no, it was like 3-2-5. We literally had Trent and the two centre backs in the back three, then Thiago and what's my man called? Genie sitting, and then we literally just played five forwards. We had Jones, uh,
They're not
Firmino,
strikers though.
Mane,
You can't
Salah.
call them three. You can't say 3-2-5. It's like three
Bruv,
five two.
it was 3-2-5 in it.
3-5-2
It
because
was
Mane
three
and
two
Salah
five,
were
bro.
playing.
They
Mane
were
and Sa-
high. They were
Cause
they
Mane
were
and S-
high.
Sorry,
Go on,
I
go
won't
on, go on,
interrupt
go
you
on,
too
go
much
on.
more, but I remember Mane and Salah are basically playing as two centre forwards, weren't they?
Nah, so like, yeah, Mane was playing in the middle. Jones and Firmino were like literally right behind him, and then Robertson and Salah were playing like high and wide.
It doesn't sound. It just don't get.
We were playing. There's like
I,
five attackers in it.
I know. I don't know.
Listen,
It
I
just
know
doesn't
what I
feel
saw in
right. You
it.
can't say
I know
three
what I
two
saw. I
five.
know. I
Five is
know what I
like
saw.
five
I saw.
attackers,
Let me.
strikers.
Anyway, we were playing three at the back in it in possession, which is good. I think against Chelsea we can kind of deploy a similar sort of thing because Chelsea have obviously been playing 3-4-3 under
You can mirror
Tuchel.
their
Yeah, so I feel
formation.
like
Yeah.
that could be something which could. I don't know. I just want to see something different, man. I've been seeing the same shit, and we've been losing games, and I've still been seeing the same shit. Like it's long in it. It's long.
So what
Um,
formation? Sorry, a bit of a random one. What formation do you play with Liverpool? With on FIFA.
4-3-3 because on FIFA they're still good. I can still Firmino still picking bad goals, but that question threw me off completely. But
Sorry, no. We're talking about the formation that Liverpool. You're hoping Liverpool play in the Chelsea game.
yeah. I'm hoping we just do. I'm hoping we do something different. Even though like I wasn't completely convinced from the performance against Sheffield United. I just saw something different, and we were kind of creating more chances. So yeah, I think we can. I think we can get a result here. I don't know if we can win, but I think we can definitely get a result. Chelsea looked pretty underwhelming against you man on Sunday. Um, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. In terms of Chelsea, obviously Giroud's on some sort of good form at the moment. He played well. But other than that, him and Mount. Other than that, I'm not really. This is probably going to come back and bite me on the ass, but I'm not really overly concerned about too many Chelsea players, if I'm honest.
Do you know what? I wasn't really that worried about. Do you know who I was most worried about? To be honest, was Mason Mount.
Yeah,
Just
Mount
because
exactly. Mount and
he
Giroud, because Giroud can just bag in it, and
Hudson-Odoi
he
as
doesn't
well.
need too many chances. Yeah, I think he's injured though. He came well. He
Yeah, he
came
did
off
come for
injured,
half
didn't it?
time.
He came off his hamstring was strapped up. So like if
You got Pulisic as well.
the thing is
Pulisic
with Chelsea,
maybe
like
he likes playing against he played well against
yeah,
United, didn't he?
he played fucking he
That was
loved
a
it.
good
Great
game.
game. Yeah, great game. That's when Lampard. That was the beginning of the end of Lampard. Really, where he
Yeah, that's when he got a bit too big.
started hyping up the Klopp.
He started giving it the big
Um,
one, and then he just couldn't back it up, could he?
yeah,
He was what he
well,
was
I had one
criticising Klopp
transfer
for.
window. Give it.
Yeah, you had
Well,
one
look at me
transfer
now,
window.
bro. Look at me now.
One transfer window, you're
I had
giving it the
one
big
transfer
one.
window. You spent 300 mil, and you thought you were some flipping.
Flipping.
Look at
You
what are you
thought you were
saying
in the
now,
Russian
Frank?
mafia, bro.
What are you saying now,
KGB
Frank?
are after you, man.
Roman dashed you to one side. He said, nah. You won me trophies, but that was as a player in it. Um. So yeah, that game was quite a pivotal moment. But Pulisic, he's not been in great form since he's come back from injury and he's growing that beard. I'm not really. Obviously, these men can still
The
cause
beard's
problems,
got
but
nothing to do with it.
no, but I feel like if you change your appearance
You're a dickhead.
drastically, I feel like if you change your appearance drastically and your form dips, it's like you fucked with something in it.
If you guys
You
didn't
fucked with
know,
the
me and
base.
Ishmael are anti-beard gang. Anti-beard gang.
Speak for yourself, bro. Speak for yourself. But yeah, in a nutshell, yeah, I'm not overly worried about too many of Chelsea players. The thing I'm worried about is that I've got a coach now. He's got a good system, and he can drill in 1-2 tactics into them, and they can cause us problems tactically. But in terms of individual like bits of brilliance, it is what it is, and apart from those two players, I'm not overly concerned.
I was impressed with Tuchel on the weekend. His reaction to the way we were defending. For those who didn't watch the game, we had our fullbacks literally pinning back. Who was it? It was Hudson-Odoi and who's on the left hand side? It was Chilwell. Just pinning them back by just going up really high and defending really high, and our centre backs were pushing up onto the halfway line. And Tuchel did a really good job in remedying that. He brought Reece James on for Hudson-Odoi, admittedly because of an injury, but I really liked the way he the tactical battle between him and Ollie was interesting.
He's proactive, innit? He's proactive.
He saw what everyone else saw and reacted to it. He didn't just settle for. Well, I guess he did settle for a draw, but he didn't settle for or like let's just see next week, or like let's move on to the next game. He reacted then and there with real in-game decisions. So I've got a lot more respect for Tuchel after seeing him manage Chelsea on the weekend.
Listen, that's what I've been saying. That's for me, yeah. That's one of the big things I always criticize or praise a manager for, because you can set up your team before a game, but shit happens in game, innit? Like you don't know, another team could set up differently from the start, and it's about being just quick to react to stuff. Like I hate it when this goes for Klopp. I'm sure you'll say the same with Ollie sometimes. Like I don't want to see subs. I don't want to see your first sub in the 80th minute if you're losing the game. Like it's just.
Yeah.
Just be a bit quicker. Be a bit quicker off the mark, innit? Like just show me that you've got something to.
Unless you're Man United last season, who literally did not have a bench, you had a first team and that was it. Then I can understand it, but
you still had a couple players, didn't you still have? Oh, bro, I don't even know actually, but you must have still had someone who could come off the bench and do something like what Lingard, like couldn't do a little. Yeah, but then why? Like it's not like you had just kids doing it. You had senior players who are proven to like
name them,
something.
Bruv. Name them, please.
If you're, I don't know your team like that, but you had you said
you can't even name one sub.
Lingard. Did you not have? When did Alexis go to Inter? Was that?
Yeah, he weren't there.
Brother, he wasn't injured the whole season. Lingard wasn't out for the entire season.
No, we're talking about
he must have been there in some parts.
I meant as in after last season, like after lockdown, we did not have a bench. We just had a first team.
You had a Gala in it and Dan James. Bro, it's just something, isn't it? It's something, isn't it?
But that's what I mean. Ollie was not making subs. He was not bringing them on because they did not strengthen our team.
Yeah, that's the
Anyway, this
point.
isn't
But I'm
even
just
the
saying,
point I'm
for
trying to
me,
make.
yeah, I
I
think
was just
even
trying
if
to
you
say that
even if
it was. Yeah, I
yeah,
agree
but
with you. I
no,
agree with you.
let me just quickly land on this point. Let me just. It doesn't for me. It doesn't really matter. Even if you've got players who aren't of the quality to start on the bench, that's the reason they're on the bench in the first place. But if they offer something different to what's happening right in front of your eyes, like if you're losing 2-0, doesn't matter if you've got Salah or Bruno on the pitch. If they're having a stinker, you've got someone on the bench, you can make a difference. Just bring them on in it. Just bring them on.
The key word is make a difference.
That's my opinion anyway. What you mean to tell me Gallo can't come on and like poach
Instead of
a little
Martial,
goal?
Martial's in the best form of his life. He scored 24 goals last season or 23 goals last season.
If you're losing a
You're
game,
not taking him
if
off.
you're losing a game, something's not going well, is it?
You're
Or
not
take off a defender,
taking him off.
take off a defender, put on a striker, take off a holder midfielder, put on a striker. Like just change it up. That's all I'm asking.
The only time I saw us do that was against Norwich in the
change
FA
that.
Cup. The only time I saw it was us probably go attacking and taking off defenders and putting.
Is that the one? Did Maguire score?
Yeah, last minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ishmael, go on. Just tell me what. Out of those players you mentioned, who do you see any of those players apart from Anderson, obviously, who's probably most likely going to go into slot in ahead of Adrian? But are there any players who coming back that could threaten the starting?
Yeah. Fabinho's got to come back in straight away.
Where'd you put
That's
him
a good thing because it's a sticky. Yeah, this is a fucking sticky one.
Thiago about
even though Kabak and Phillips haven't really. Phillips has been alright. Kabak, don't know, but this guy might need to come back in again at some point this season. So I'm just like, do you just chuck him straight out now, put him on the bench, kind of damage his confidence, or do you try and do like Kabak and Fabinho, Fabinho in midfield? I don't know. Personally, I'd probably like to see Fabinho back in midfield.
Go with what? Phillips and
Kabak and Phillips. Yeah, Phillips and Kabak.
Yeah, I just think found out this game. I think if you play those two at centre back, you're going to get found out.
It depends if they've got. It depends who they play up front. If they play Timo Werner, then to be honest,
I'd be starting Timo Werner up front.
Yeah, 100%. I would as well. But you can see that Tuchel's not really fancied him there.
I think he will for this game. If he's got anything about him, he'll start Werner up front. He'll play Pulisic off the left. Hudson-Odoi maybe if he's back, but then probably put Ziyech on the right if he's not or Mount. But you need some speed up there to really. Yeah, because
Pulisic was flipping putting toast on Trent on toast in that game at Anfield. Like the goal he scored, I'm pretty sure he twists up like three of our. I think it was like Jones, brother. My head's gone. Trent, Gomez, and someone else. I was like, who's Jones, bro?
The way go on.
How do you see the game? Panning out?
I think the way Chelsea. It's a good question. Yeah. Now, as soon as we're talking on that topic, I think Chelsea. The only way Chelsea, well, not the only way, but I think Chelsea's best bet for getting a win against you, man, is really having a bit of pace up front in those front three positions. I know that he likes to play 3-5. Was it? Yeah, it's kind of like a 3-5,
3-4-3,
yeah.
Or like 3-4-2-1 because the two players behind play like quite inverted.
See, we'll see I think some pace on the wings and Chelsea can get in behind Liverpool because you're going to be going for that win as well. I want Trent and Robertson. I want to see Chelsea like properly try and get in behind those guys, and that's how I think they can win the game. Is basically isolating the two centre backs, whoever they are, because Trent and Robertson will like to go forward. But yeah, depending on who's back, yeah, it could be. Do you know what? It's a hard one to put your finger on because Liverpool got a point to prove. Liverpool can't really lose this game. Neither can Chelsea, because where you are right now, it's a genuine 6-pointer.
We need to we need to win, bruv. We need to win.
But yeah, I think Chelsea can really expose your fullbacks, and with Timo Werner up front, I think that's all of your back four occupado by Chelsea's attack. But saying that as well, I think Chelsea's back three isn't that great.
No pace. We should be able to get at them, man. Aspilicueta versus Mane. That should be. This is definitely a game for Reece James, I think, because Reece James is gonna have to be doing. Because if it's Aspilicueta versus Mane 1-on-1,
Aspilicueta will play behind, I think. He'll play right centre back.
Yeah, he'll play in the free. But what I'm saying, because Mane likes to play inverted, if you play 4-3-3, it should be like 3-on-3 basically.
Yeah.
So whoever's the right wing back is, I would play Reece James. They've got work to do to come back and help out Aspilicueta, because
Yeah.
even though Mane's not been that great this season, 1-on-1 I expect him to absolutely have up Aspilicueta. With his
He's a
foot
good
race
defender, though.
or
Aspilicueta.
he's
He's a good
very,
player.
very
He's a
good.
good
Very, very.
defender.
He was the best. He was like one of the best defenders in the league for like
For a
at least one
while.
season. At least one season, probably two.
But do you know what, Ishmael? I see Liverpool getting in behind Chelsea in exactly the same way I mentioned Chelsea could get in behind Liverpool, and it's going to be around your wide areas. United got a lot of success. I was calling for Luke Shaw to go around and overlap Rashford, and every time that did happen, we got in behind Chelsea, and I think that's possibly something that Klopp's looking at. He's going to get the fullbacks really high, overlapping the wingers. But like I said, that there's a reverse to that, and you can see Chelsea causing Liverpool a lot of pressure if they do that. So if you go to a back three, it could be interesting. But if you go to a back four and you send your fullbacks to overlap, that's where you could get unstuck.
That's where it gets peak. Because I don't fancy Nat Phillips and Kabak like doing 1v1 against.
I think Klopp should have a plan for that.
Cho, Werner, whoever. Yeah, to be fair, I can see it being another high scoring one. If it's like another 4-3-5-3, I wouldn't be surprised.
What's your prediction?
I guess that kind of leads on to score predictions. Then, what are you telling me?
I'm saying I think it's going to be. Oh, go on, you go. You go first. I feel like I'm on Sky Sports and we're trying to like. Can you hear me? And it's like a 10-second delay. You still there, Ishmael?
What you said.
Okay. Internet's booking out. Ishmael, can you hear us? I can kind of hear the audio. We'll stick it out. There we go. Ishmael, sorry, go on. What's your predictions?
Oh, I didn't catch you. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, my head is saying a draw, 1-1. No, fuck it. No. We need to win this. A draw's not good enough. 2-1 Liverpool.
I think it's gonna be 0-0.
0-0. Okay. There'll be goals on this. There will be goals.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully. I hope it's a high scoring game, but do you know what? I've been let down so many times. By big games, expect them to be wicked ones, and it's been drab, stale, boring.
Have just quickly before we go, have any of the big games this season lived up to? Obviously, we got slapped up by City, but I wouldn't say it was a great game.
That definitely lived up to it. It's great to watch.
I mean, other than that, I think the game at the Etihad was decent. Liverpool, City. In terms of actual quality of football, that was good. Other than that, yeah, they've all been dead, man. They've all been dead.
Well, let's see if this game is any different. But yeah, we're looking forward to that one. It's on Thursday, right, Ishmael? Thursday night under the lights at Anfield. Typically a good omen for Liverpool, but as we know, has been a bad one. And it's 4 defeats on the bounce, isn't it? Can we make it 5?
Home defeats, yeah. Home defeats.
4 home defeats on the bounce. Can we make it 5? I know, but it's reminding me that it's home defeats. That's mental. But yeah, look, that's. I think any final words? I've heard all I've got to say. So, is there any final words to the boys, to the Liverpool fans out there?
We need a W, man. Let's just go and get it. Fucking Chelsea as well.
Who's getting the first goal?
Salah penalty.
All right. Well, I'm going for a Kovacic header near post. But no, disallowed VAR. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in again. It's been. Try to keep it to 10 minutes, getting closer. It was 19 minutes around that. But yeah, not too bad. But yeah, we'll be tuning in as well. Ishmael, if you fancy doing Instagram Live, as long as it's not too sticky, we'll be doing that. But guys, yeah, if you've liked what you've seen, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on all our socials. This has been Weird and Wonderful, and we're out of here. Peace.